Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 20th, 2024. This is for Leo. Last shuffle going on here for Leo. Okay, Leo, commitment flew out. So you may feel like someone, okay, there's some kind of normalcy going on here where you're thinking that you can't keep up the same routine. You may have, okay, so this looks like an agreement, like, okay, like things are going to be good, but you may be looking in the future going, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't know if I can keep uh being in the same energy all the time. Like, I don't know that I'll be able to do this all the time. There's something about you wanting to get out of a situation, Leo. The status quo energy with the hangman and six of swords, it's like you there's some vibe of you saying, is this fair? Like, ew, is this fair? Is this right? Am I going to be able to keep this balance? Some of you want something to be over, like you're living a lie. Like, this isn't your normal. Like, I may be doing this now, but I'm not going to be doing this later. There's a vibe of saying, like, it's not, I'm not going to be happy in the future continuing in the same energy, whatever this is. So commitment over the whole reading speaks about a situation that occurs, and you realize, with all these cards combined, you may realize that, this is not me. This can't be me. This can't be life, right? And Hanged Man, Six of Swords, Ten of Swords, Four of Wands. Now, with the status quo, this speaks about a cycle that you realize, you know what, for now I could do this, but this is a passing moment. I'm not going to be able to continue to surrender to this. I'm always going to be wanting to get better or get out of this. Whatever the situation is, there's a celebration at this point, or maybe there's a vibe of like, yay, okay, we reached this agreement, we're here, but I'm not going to be able to stay here. It needs to either get better, because I can't, it has to get better, right? I have to at least be happy, continuously be happy. And for some of you, continuously being happy would require this situation to change and get better. And by getting better, there may need to be some distance in some way. Like, and I don't mean distance like, oh, you can't be like, say this is like, if this is like a marriage or like, your friendship or commitment with a person, you're not, it's not saying I don't want to be next to you for the rest of this time. Like, I want to be away from you, but there needs to be a level of like, we're getting better. Things are getting better. We're celebrating something, okay? Um, and also getting better, getting away from a tumultuous situation. I don't think you could stick in a situation where it's painful all the time, where there's always like these little endings consistently occurring. There's something about you saying, I can't, I'm surrendering to the truth of the fact that this is not where I really want to be. Right now is okay, but it needs to get better, man. It's gonna have to. Dark thoughts with justice in the sun tells me that in your mind, you're thinking very far ahead in the future, and you're seeing how something would not be fair. And you're saying, well, now, I mean, right now it's cool, but in the future, this is not what it can't be this way. I have to be happy, right? And you may be thinking, how can I balance this, this present situation to where I can be happy long term? Spirit wants to warn you about that thought process, that you can't base your future off of the present situation. The present situation is not going to last. It can't last because you won't be happy anyway. They're saying there's almost like a level of a promise that things will get better, and you kind of have to surrender to the process, right? Now, the peace is a Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. You want someone to just do what they said they're going to do. Like, please be a person of your word. Knight of Pentacles is a person of their word. But there's something about what this intention is saying, I'm going to keep pushing because I meant what I said. It may be very hard for you to continue to keep pushing in a situation, right? Like, you may be saying, if things don't get better, it's over. You have to be able to stand on that word. If things don't get better, it's over. If I don't get a little breathing space, for some of you, it's breathing space. Not all of you are this way. Not saying that you're being smothered. I don't necessarily see smothering. Some of you, it is that. Others of you, it's like things have to get better. You can't just give me lip service and no action. You're making your peace with the words that were said. Like, okay, your intention is to say, okay, I hear you. That's what you said. All right. But don't push it, because I already may not trust what's being said. Actions need to follow these words. Okay, milestone is the Page of Wands and Judgment. The milestone for you is success. You're looking at the situation saying, we've been here before with Judgment. Judgment is usually redemption, second time around. I've been here before with you. Okay, I'm willing to give it another shot, but it better be successful. You better follow through. I'm seeing an energy of a person who's saying it better follow through, because from where I'm standing, the future projection of this present moment tells me that at some point is not going to be fair, and I'm going to choose my happiness first. I see one saying, I promise you that I will end this. I will walk away. I will do exactly what I promised I would do, which is ending this and getting away from it. Because somehow, some way, things have got to get better. If that takes me ending this situation, I will. But I've got things have to get better. I can't repeat the same cycle. I'm looking at this situation and seeing that it needs to successfully be a redemption. It has to be, because dark thoughts are saying I'm going to be. I'm the fairest thing in the world is for me to be in my element, which is happy, and I'm not going to do. I'm not going to sit here and live a lie, right? For the sake of living a lie. The status quo is like, like how you could forgive a person or give someone another shot. The status quo is mostly, we don't. This would be in the confines of your own home. Nobody knows that you're giving somebody another shot, and that you may feel betrayed. But this is the energy of saying, I will successfully air this mess out and get away from it if this is not true, if you're not being honest, if you're just telling me something to shut me down, so that I just fall in line and surrender to you. That's not going to happen. I see Leos walking away from situations that feel like this is not going to make it. If it's not going to make it, I'm not doing it, because I've done this before. And maybe when you did this before, you were younger. Of course, duh, right? But I mean younger in the sense of like naivety. Like you were naive at the time. Now you're not. And you're like, you know what, I did back then, I'm gonna give you a second shot like I would before. But I'm so serious. I will get away and celebrate that if things don't go according to what you promised. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, another Leo. We have Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or Aries or Sagittarius. So you could be a Leo Virgo cusp. You could be dealing with a Virgo Libra cusp. We have and that seems to be it. Sagittarius Capricorn cusp or Aries Taurus cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.